wonderful world. Welcome to Silver Fox Books. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a while since I put up a video. I realize it's been quite a while, so I am overdue to put one out. So here we are, and we're gonna jump right into it, waste no time. Today, we are talking about this right here called Jade City by Fonda Lee. For those of you guys who don't know, it is a book I do believe geared a lot more towards adult than younger people. Just a warning, I would not let teenagers read this unless they're very mature, or younger people. There's a lot of adult things that are in here, so just a fair warning, okay? Yeah, so let's get into it. All right, so in this book, there is a lot of politics, there is war, there is all sorts of things that happen, and I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible, yet giving you sort of the idea of what it's about, because if I try to get into it all, this video will be really truly long, okay? So first of all, the book is a little bit on the thicker side. It's just shy of 500 pages. This version here, we're at 495 pages. And yeah, so here we go. So what we have here is two clans basically that control this area or this city, as you'd like, if you'd like to say that. So we have one side, which is the mountain side of the clan, and then we have the other side, which is the green bone side. And what it is these people, they sort of have like a partition almost, where you have that divide. You don't go across the border. So if you are on this side of the clan and you belong with this family and you follow sort of them, you don't cross that border into the next side. Same thing goes with the other ones. Now there is a little bit of a mixture where the lower class people, there are areas where sort of they intertwine and stuff. However, you have to be really careful who you talk to and that sort of thing. If you do end up crossing that border and going into the other area, I don't know, good luck coming back. Sometimes they're generous and most of the times not so much. So anyways, that's the basic of it. And what we have here is something like a tier system almost, okay? So we have something called a pillar, which is like the top of the clan, okay? And then for both clans, so we have the pillar, and then underneath the pillar, I want to get this all right, we have something called the horn and the weatherman. And what it is that the horn is like the muscle part of this sort of working environment, and they are there to protect the pillar. They are like almost like a secret service sort of thing. And then the weatherman is sort of the political advisor, you know, when it comes to talking politics and you know, the agenda of it all and what's happening. That's sort of that side of it. Now, also the horn, they also have their sort of people under them. So basically, we have the pillar, we have the horn, and then we have, I have to get this right, we have the fists, and then the fists control the fingers. So that's basically the layers of it, okay? In our book here, basically we follow this family, and oh my god, the characters are amazing, you guys. The pillar, his name is Lan, and what I really enjoyed about Lan is that, you know, at the beginning when you meet him, you know, you see this image of this really strong person who controls everything, who's like, the word is law kind of thing. And then you see the background of it, and you realize that the old pillar, who was in charge, was his grandfather, who's very much still alive and very much tries to be a presence in Lan's life, in his the way that decisions are made and those sort of thing. However, the grandfather is sort of of the older generation, and he sort of needs to step aside, but he's very unbearable at times. He's very cruel at times, and yeah, just the dynamic was so interesting to see how Lan is in front of everyone else, and then how Lan is at home in the household. Okay, so that's the pillar, and then his like I said, sorry, his horn is Hilo, which happens to be his brother, and his brother is very how do I say this? He goes into situations just, because he's very sort of war based, I want to say. He wants to get into a fight, he wants to resolve it right then and there, whereas Hilo is like, or sorry, Lan is like, okay, like calm down, we gotta think this through, we gotta figure this out. Hilo wants to jump in there and just resolve it all. And then we have the sister Shay. Shay doesn't really want to deal with this clan business. She doesn't want to have anything to do with it. So earlier on, you find out that Shay actually left to go to a different area. She went to school to study, and she comes back and she sort of gets pulled back in by everything that's going on within the book and within the society. Okay, and then we have Andin. Now Andin is like he's like an adopted brother to them all, but you never really feel like he's adopted because they truly do focus on family here. There is no adopted anything. If you're part of the family, you're truly part of the family, and you get that feeling. Even there are times where I thought, oh no, like someone's gonna leave or forget. No, no, no. Everything comes back to the family. It's all about it, and it's a really, really interesting read. Not one thing. There's a couple of twists and turns I never saw coming. There's something that happens to one of the characters that alters everything, and I didn't see it coming at all. I was surprised that it actually did happen because the author spends so much time with this character, developing the character, letting us know the character. You get to really like this character, and then something happens that you're like, whoa, okay. So that's that. Also, guys, at the end of the book, I haven't read. So there's other two books. There's this here, Jade War and Jade Legacy. I haven't gotten to them yet. But at the end of this book, basically, Andin, he is the youngest of all of them, and he's still in school. He's learning. School teaches them how to control Jade, among other things. And at the end of this book, when his graduation comes up and then the bombshell that happens there, that was super, super amazing. I really enjoyed it, and it just makes me want to continue on with the rest of the books. Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. So that's it for that. um, Basically what happens is, in here, um, one of the groups sort of crosses that boundary line, goes into the next group, causes problems. Of course, the other group backfires. There's a war that happens. There's a lot of fighting that happens amongst each other. Basically, Jade, what that does is the more Jade that you have on you, the more powerful, stronger, faster that you are. So in here, there's a character that if they existed in real life, I think I'd like to meet them. And it's basically they take Jade and they have it put into their skin, which I think would look so amazing. Painful perhaps, but amazing anyways. I'd love to meet this person if they ever existed in real life. But it's a book. I get it. What else? What else? Okay, so yes, so there's this war that happens, and amongst the clans, and um, Hilo has a fight that he does with the other side of the clan members with their horn, and that was a twist. That was something that uses Jade and how Jade is used and what happens if you don't have Jade on you. But it was very easy to follow, and that was quite an amazing thing. I loved how that was done. There's so many aspects to this that I absolutely love. Anyways, this is getting way too long. I noticed how long it's taking, so I'm gonna cut it short. Other than to tell you guys, if you want something a little bit different, fantasy usually sticks to a certain way, and we have magic systems and all that stuff. In here, the magic system of Jade is so minimal. You actually get to the actual story instead of the Jade part. Yes, of course, we talk about Jade and the hints of it, and what it does to you, that sort of thing, but in a very small amount. Okay, now only one more thing I want to say before I end this is that this book truly does have some adult things in it. fair warning, you guys, there is sex in here, there is swearing in here, there are gentlemen who go to gentlemen clubs. There is a point in here where they use Jade in a certain way that they inject themselves. So yes, there are things in here that are very much adult-like. So I don't suggest younger people view it at all. That's fair warning. However, it is a really, really good read. It is definitely different from the rest of the fantasy that I've read so far. It's quite interesting, and I can't wait to read the other two right over here that I have somewhere over here. Yes, so go ahead and pick it up. It's really good. Enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully, you guys let me know what you think about it, and I will talk to you guys on my next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.